What's up, everyone? So sorry we're late. It has oh crap. It
What
has
have you done?
totally played the audio through. Oh, you didn't hear that?
No. I
Oh,
don't know what's happening.
playing through. Oh, wait, crap. Well, now my oh, no.
So like it's not even Ethan's fault this time. I was having
Crap.
issues.
Actually, secular rarity call screener. Let me know if you can even hear us right now. Oh crap, this is going to be an issue.
We're having
Man.
issues.
All right. I need to check my mic settings for a second.
It's fine. I'm
bear
happy to
with
see
me.
everyone. I'm sorry I wasn't here next week. If you didn't know or couldn't tell, I'm a little hoarse today. Nay. I'm fucking sick. It's not COVID though. He's checking his mic.
Oh, this is not good. So now I'm wondering if
Well, Cooper Gates says, I can certainly hear them. Secular Rarity, our screener, says, I cannot. So
yeah.
some of you get the show tonight. Some of you fucking
Oh man, what is going on? All
It's
right.
been a week, you guys.
Yeah, this is freaky because if I can't get this working.
Are you somewhere else?
No. Okay. Sorry. It's my last night in my last stream from this place. So I started taking down the sound walls and everything, preparing because I'll be moving Saturday and in a new place Sunday. But now I'm freaked out, dude. If there's an issue with StreamYard and I can't take calls, oh man, that's not good.
It'll be okay.
I hope so.
Everything's gonna be fine.
No, I'm nervous because I got all call-in shows, man.
That's true. Yeah. But what can we do right now in this very moment?
Anyways, yes, it did say relationships and trauma originally. We changed the topic because honestly, I don't think Hannah and I were necessarily properly prepared to address a topic that deep just right now, particularly because we're both kind of a little out of it.
But yeah.
So we changed it to relationships and whatever. And I'd say give us a call so we can talk about whatever. But right now there seems to be an issue. So Secular Rarity said he can't hear anything.
Good on YouTube. Nothing on the phone.
Wait, that could be because he's not connected.
Oh,
Secular Rarity, give us a call back. Man, this is like the worst ever. What is going on? Why will that not pick it up?
It's okay because last week was incredible. I was not there. I wish I was, but I'm sick. I don't have COVID. I got a test, but I just lost my voice like entirely last week and in the beginning of this week. And now it's starting to come back, but I sound like really annoying. My students keep going, Miss Hannah, you sound like a robot. Like, shut up. They're calling me Miss Robot. But they're calling me Miss Robot. So yeah, and I just didn't feel like I was mentally in the right place to talk about relationships and trauma this week. Sorry to disappoint. If you wanted to see me cry, you won't get it out of me today. I don't have the spoons. So we're just going to talk about relationships and whatever. Whenever we get COVID, Thomas has COVID. He doesn't. We had COVID in like January, but we don't anymore. Thomas is double vaccinated, by the way.
Ooh, sweet.
I will be double vaccinated on Monday. So
and I'll be seeing you next week.
I'm so freaking excited. I don't even know.
You just can't hide it?
I'm not sure if I'm allowed to sing because I sang once on a stream and then we got like flagged by some random company being like, you used our song or maybe you sang it. So I'm just like scared now. Yeah. But I don't know if the lines are working yet. You can try. The number's on the screen. 951-364-2430. We're going to be talking about relationships and whatever. So if you just like want to say hey or need some relationship advice or want to tell us a funny story, go for it.
Yeah, and Secular Rarity, I don't see the screener line established. So if you could call back in so we can see if this is working. And yeah, I actually bawled my eyes out earlier today. I
Oh,
was
honey.
I'm packing and I'm taking everything down, and I'm just like a complete wreck thinking about not living with my nephew anymore. And
Aw. Are you gonna be
it's
close?
we're about like 35, 40 minutes away.
No, that's too far.
I know. So I
I'm
mean, my brother's
sorry.
agreed that he'll be at my house spending the night at least once a week. So that's a plus. But what makes me sad is so we have all wood floors, which makes the house really loud. But as much as it wakes me up, I'm so used to hearing like this
Little
little itty bitty
pitter
cute run
patter.
throughout the house, and I'm just like, that's when I know he's home. I just hear that.
Aw.
It's so cute.
That's beautiful. Yeah, it's like those little things you're gonna miss. But hey, this is good for you. I saw you just
Yeah.
like see a squirrel. I just like watched it happen. You went like this.
Wait, what
But
was
like
that?
just with your eyes, you went.
Oh, sorry, because I'm looking at there's a call that just came in, but it looks like the screener. So Secular Rarity says it keeps hanging up on him when he tries to establish audio. So, dude, the StreamYard thing's not working. Hannah and I are all over the place. This is a hell of a day. But, dude,
It's fine.
I am going to be so stressed if I can't get this working because, like, I have all my call-in shows.
I think it's probably just a really weird thing that's happening with StreamYard right at this very moment. But hey, guys, I just want to give it thank you to everyone who is in the chat and was expecting to be knowledge tonight. I hope you stick around because Ethan and I we're just gonna shoot the shit, I think, tonight. So if that's not your thing, I get it. But I really hope you stay. I always like watching you guys in the chat. So we'll just have a hangout.
Right. But okay, that's the thing. So now here's the thing when you have like ADHD and OCD, you hyper focus on those things. So right now, my entire thought is, oh my God, what if it's not fixed by the time I have my show Sunday or Tuesday? What the hell am I going to do? I have shows every week that require call-ins. Like, oh my God. And
But
if
right
this
now,
stops working, then I'm going to have to try and find another way to set this up, and I don't know how to.
but it's Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
And I have you until 10 p.m.
Yes.
You can officially start. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm going to mute myself while I hack up a lung. You can officially start panicking at 10 p.m. Deal?
Okay, fine. Deal. But I am going to be really stressed if I don't get this working.
It'll be okay. I don't know what else to say, so that's what I'm going to say. Geez, and you know what's weird? My cough is getting worse at night.
You know what I just thought of? If you can vamp for a second, I know how to test. Since he's having an issue, I think I know how to test this.
All right. So
vamp for a moment, please.
Yes, absolutely. So let me know in the chat if you want me to display sex toys for Ethan to look and react to for our show that we do in person when he comes to visit in Austin. Because I think that would be a really good idea. So yeah, just let me know if you guys like to see that. If that weirds you out and you want nothing to do with it, let me know. Because he said something on Facebook like, who wants to like show me sex toys so I can react to them on camera? And I'm like, why wouldn't you ask me, you jerk?
Yeah, but you only have like 7, you said.
That's more than you.
I mean, true. Dude,
I can go get more just for the stream.
I don't know what's going on.
Thank you for calling the pickup line.
There, talk for a second.
Oh, okay, I thought it was like a sound check or something. You want me to vamp? Okay. Something I want to say. You know what I'm realizing? No matter how like wonderful two people are in a relationship, I'm going to be real for a second. I'm having a really hard week. Not because of my relationship, but partially. The thing that's crazy is even if like two people in a relationship are awesome and wonderful for each other, like relationships are still so hard. Like taking one person with a whole background with wants, needs, desires, fears, hopes, dreams, and then another person with all of those, and then trying to be like, hey, we exist in the same world all the time now and rely on each other for so much. Like, you can't expect it to be perfect all the time. It's so crazy. I dated a guy in the past who said relationships should be just great all the time. If there's problems, like, then like, what's the point? I'm like, okay, well, good luck. I don't know. Is that just am I just like super cynical and like, or is that realistic? What do you think? Are you back with me?
I'm back. I
Okay.
did miss part of it as I was trying to do. I'm
That was
so
mostly for
sorry.
them, but if you heard that and you want to chime in, go for it.
I heard something close to like relationships are continued work. Is that what you were saying, or a lot of work or hard
They
work?
are. They're a lot of work, no matter how great they are. Like they are
Yes.
work. Love is labor, man. Like, I don't.
Yes. So here's what I've actually noticed recently. So this whole time I've been single, like for the past year and a half now, after 12 years. Like I haven't really gone much clothes shopping outside of streaming shirts. And I wear like the same raggedy clothes every time I go out or everywhere. And I didn't actually realize it until I've started to hang out with, let's just say friends. And I'm just like, holy crap. Like if I date someone again, I don't want to be in like raggedy clothes. Like I want them to be like, yeah, that's my man. I want them to be proud of who they're with. So it's like, I gotta make sure I look good for them.
Yeah. You're reminding me of someone. I dated a guy for quite a while who didn't like to shop and just had like the same t-shirts that were years old. Some had like holes in them and like strange like bleach stains. I loved him so much and it didn't bother me because he was just such a great guy and so cute. And he didn't look like crap. Like he was so cute it didn't matter.
Aww.
But when we would like do something nice, like I'd be like, come over for my family's Easter brunch. And he would like have a shirt that was just like so old and wrinkly. And I'd be like, okay, please just put on a button up for like this one time. He's like, but that's not me. And I'm like, please. And he would for me. So, ooh, I can smell that Thomas is making coffee.
I'm trying to open a case with Call-In Studio right now.
You're fine. I think I'm doing a great job, honestly.
I think you're doing fantastic. So just keep talking for a second.
Even though it freaking hurts. Okay. I do want to say.
Well, hopefully that's not what she said.
Yeah. Matthew, relationships can be some sunshines and rainbows. I don't want anyone to think that you're going to get into a relationship and your life's going to be freaking over and it's just going to be hard all the time. My relationship right now, and quite a few of them have been mostly sunshine and fucking rainbows. Like really good most of the time. But like you just have these moments where you're like, oh man, I don't like you just run into a problem and you kind of freak out for a second because you're like, wait, both of us are like not super happy right now.
Right.
Not like necessarily like we're mad at each other, but just like there's just a problem. There's a disconnect, there's a miscommunication, there's something that's not matching.
Okay.
One person feels distant or is overworked and stressed, or both of you are. And it just causes tension. And it's just sorry guys, if any of you are like grossed out by coughing, just don't watch. And also like whoever's making coffee right now, it smells so good, but it's making my like cough worse. I'm gonna mute myself while you talk for a second.
Wait, is that the problem? Oh wait, did I I may have, I don't know, may have figured out whatever. Anyways,
fucking rainbows. Yes, we fuck the rainbows.
Ooh, I mean, I bet. Never mind. I don't like this. So throws me off. We don't have the same background now.
Different.
I know, and now it's got me thinking. Wow, this doesn't look that good. I got to make sure I have my background. I have so much to do.
Let's just call it a fucking night. Good night, guys.
Yeah. There was something. You know what I should do? Do you have a second to talk a little bit more? I want to turn the light on and show everyone my room. Since
your
last
new
time
room?
I'll be here.
My old room. Okay. Yes,
room I'm
do that.
All right. bear with me one moment.
And then sometimes in relationships, there's changes. Ethan's going through changes. Look at me. Look at this segue that I'm doing. I'm so sick, you guys. But
all right, so it is, I went from having a house to, just a small room. So here's the studio thingy, whatever you want to call it.
I've never even seen this.
Bandaid's water fountain. Yes, I got pajama pants on. Bandaid used to sleep in this bed, but now he sleeps with me. My blackout curtains, bed.
I didn't realize your studio was your bedroom.
Yeah. And on the wall, let me get closer. That's me and Stephen Amell, the Green Arrow. That thing on the wall is a picture my nephew made me, and that was one of the reasons I was crying earlier, because it was like he drew me with a hat on playing video games with him, and it was just like, there's my closet, and I had this over here because I was taking everything down. So that is the last time I will be in here.
This is emo cast tonight.
It is, dude. It's like, sorry, trigger warning. We're kind of moody tonight.
Why is that? Oh, because I said emo?
Yeah.
I'd show you the place around, Cooper.
Yes, me and the Green Arrow. I was like, in the picture, my eyes were like,
oh.
And it was after I had surgery. So for those who don't know, I actually had 2 surgeries.
I didn't even know this.
So can you see this right?
Do you break both your fucking arms?
And here. Sorry, trigger warning. Ooh. BestName, I'm so sorry. Apologize for not doing a trigger warning. Okay, so I had what's called ulnar entrapment. So whenever I would bend, the ulnar nerve right here would go over the bone every time. So essentially what they do, heavy trigger warning. Again,
I don't know if I can handle this, actually.
Oh, do you want me to stop?
No, you're fine. Go for it.
Okay, so heavy trigger warning. What I'll do when the trigger warning is passed and we're stopped talking about it, I'll do a thumbs up. Okay, so if you're still listening, you're okay with something icky. They essentially cut out the ulnar nerve runs from your fingers all the way to your spine. So it was causing me chronic pain to the point that like I couldn't bend my arms. Well, what they do is they pull the nerve out. They slice open your forearm and stick it in there. So my nerve, my funny bone, is no longer right here. It's right here. Yeah, because essentially it gets tight and constricted. So, and dude, it's so painful. It got so bad, I would be literally laying in bed. I had to get a habit of sleeping like this every single night because
so you had it on both?
Yeah, it developed on both.
How long was the healing period?
So the first one was actually pretty horrible. I had my right one done, which was the most painful. I couldn't even rotate my wrist for a month. I don't know if you ever seen Rookie of the Year. Your arm is in a splint like this. So I would be like,
did you have both at the same time?
No. Well, think about that. I wouldn't be able to wipe my butt if that happened.
Well, so what my question was like, you weren't able to fap for like how long?
Okay, so I had to learn how to fap with my left hand, and like they've said, it feels like a stranger. No, it's awkward. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm talking. Should I be talking?
I can't believe I'm talking about this on a podcast that I decided to make about sex.
Okay,
go
fine.
ahead.
Good point. So dude, it's like you can't get the motion down. You're like, what? I can't get my rhythm, man. It totally sucks.
Yeah, it's not even fun.
Same with also like wiping your butt. Like you get used to a certain hand a certain way, and then when you have to use the other hand, it's awkward. Sorry.
When you get arm surgery, you can't fap or wipe your ass normal.
So yeah. Anyway, so for about a month, I'm stuck in this splint. I can't like rotate my wrist at all. And I had a computer job. So I'm like typing like
thumbs
this.
up now.
Thumbs up. Thank you. So, yeah, it was bad. And it's like, I was in therapy for three to 4 months, well, close to 3 months. And like, it was like, I don't think it was until about 2 months where I could actually go like this. It was yeah. And to this day, it's still numb right here, but the surgery, well worth it, because I was in agony every day. It sucked. And I remember after I came out of the surgery the next day, I called the doctor. I'm like, dude, the pain's gone. He's like, wait, you're not in pain from the surgery? I'm like, oh no, it hurts a lot. I'm like,
but the pain from
the nerve is gone. He's like, well, it's a little too soon. Don't get excited. Things. I'm like, no, you don't understand. It's gone. Never came back. So then, finally, eventually I got to regular motion. And then when I had this one done, complete opposite experience. Day 2, I was rotating my arm. I had gotten out of the splint in like a period of 2 to 3 weeks. It was just like me. And next thing I know, I'm working out, week 5, 6. So
amazing.
Yeah.
Only surgery I've ever had was wisdom teeth. So can't really.
What was that?
Only surgery I've ever had was wisdom tooth extraction. I've been pretty blessed. Knock on wood, but I'm not superstitious. Who said overshare much?
Since junk shops, since I'm in the habit of oversharing, I want to talk about my wisdom teeth removal. So, trigger warning again. We will give a thumbs up when the time is passed. So, fair warning, I'm going to explain what happened. Okay, so I went in and they went to have it done. And next thing I know, I'm getting woken up. And they're like, well, we couldn't do the surgery. And I'm like, no, it's not. I was so out of it. And it turns out, keep in mind, my biggest fear is being knocked out. So I was in the chair like this, like just mortified.
Aww.
So what was happening was my throat was closing up anytime they tried to go for the surgery. So they had to reschedule it for me in an operating room with an anesthesiologist. So when I get there, I'm just mortified because we scheduled for like a month later. I'm in a big operating room now. And I'm just like, they're like, you got to calm down. I'm like, I can't. I'm like, you have to understand, this is my biggest fear. It's terrifying to me.
It is scary.
They, now it's about to get bloody. So fair warning. They wake me up from the surgery. I look around and I just start puking. They had let me swallow too much blood.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so it was not a good experience. I was nauseous for like 2 hours. And then I thought the nurse was cute. So I started flirting with the nurse. I can barely talk.
Vomiting everywhere.
I'm trying. Okay. So I was young. I wouldn't do this now, but I was trying to tell her she was pretty. And I was like spelling it. She's like, what? I'm like, you are, like, gauze in my mouth.
What a dork.
Yes. She's like, oh, thank you. Thumbs up. Safe to listen now.
Oh my God. That's that is so cringe. That's so fucking cringe.
Yeah.
I mean, I had one wisdom tooth taken out in Mexico, but it wasn't like an embedded tooth. She just had to like break it up and take it out. And I was eating a sandwich like the day after, or an hour after, sorry. And then I had 3 that were embedded and I had to take them out all at once. And Quagmire from Family Guy, that's what my jaw looks like.
Really?
It was not flattering. Like, it was just this like pronounced like villain jaw, like Gaston from Beauty and the Beast. It was goofy looking. but it was fine. I was high as fuck after. It's fine. I tried to we went to go get my prescription from the pharmacy and I was with my mom and I just remember going, I'm gonna buy makeup. That's like the only thing I remember. And like hearing kind of like someone in the background going, did she just have her wisdom teeth taken out? And my mom going, yes. And then I don't remember anything else.
Dude,
10 out of 10 would do that again. Woo. Yeah. Wisdom teeth is one hell of a drug. It was fun.
I wouldn't say it's fun.
Dude, just like when you're like super out of it after, you're just like, what?
I hate that, dude. I'm like
Oh,
so
so
bad
exciting.
with teeth and stuff like that in general. But let's get on to a lighter topic because I don't think anybody wants to talk about dental work because that's just like,
I've been having a lot of dreams about my teeth falling out. I always do.
dude, that's the
but
worst.
more than usual. I have teeth loss dreams at least a couple times a month, but I've been getting them like every day lately.
So somebody please, I read this a long time ago, but I don't know the reliability of it.
It's a stress dream.
Right, it's not only a stress dream. One of the things I read said it was related to being stressed about money. I don't know how truthful that is.
I can't know because I've been having those dreams since I was a kid.
Okay.
You know, and like kids don't don't have money problems. Kids don't pay taxes. Ugh.
Kaitlyn,
are we even talking about relationships today? Like, I'm sorry, you guys. I know you guys, if you've subscribed for specific content,
this isn't the right channel.
I'm sorry. Like, we're charismatic, we're cute, we're fun, but we aren't on topic all the time. Just know that.
Kaitlyn, hi, happy belated birthday. Everyone, please wish Kaitlyn birthday. It was yesterday. And then also it was Best Name Ever's birthday on Monday. So to both amazing moderators and friends, thank you and happy birthday.
Is it tourist season yet? Like, I know that I'm making so many people who subscribe to your content so irritated talking about astrology.
Wait a second, Hannah. No.
Okay, let me get one thing straight. I talk about astrology the way I talk about Santa Claus. I know it's not real, but it's fun to pretend.
Oh, okay. But you don't actually think it's real?
No. Well, it's fun. Okay, human being. Okay,
Hannah.
Let me redeem myself. Let me explain myself. Human beings like to categorize things. It's what we do.
Right.
It's fun to be like, wow, you're a person who's like this and you're a person who's like that. Everyone loves taking personality tests. So when you get the Barnum statement type things and you feel like you identify, like, it's cute, it's fun, whatever. When you start to get too deep into it and start to live your life a certain way because you're like, my horoscope said I need to do yada yada yada, it can start problems. Okay. But I like it like I like Santa Claus. I still leave cookies out for Santa Claus. Okay. I'm 27 fucking years old. I still leave cookies out for Santa Claus.
Man, Hannah, you make me feel so old. You're just like, but I will say this, when it comes to, I feel like I'm on the same page as you in the sense of like, because for me, those like 5 to almost 7 years where I was all messed up on medication and epilepsy, I did not emotionally or intellectually develop. And I've noticed, in fact, and that's one of the things I want to speak on with trauma is I have now just noticed how traumatized I am in intimate scenarios. Like, with women I'm interested in, I am just become so closed off because
Do you want to save it for next week?
Well, I think this.
If you're feeling vulnerable and in a place where you're like open to talk about it, go for it.
Okay, so to be blunt, my last partner and I didn't have sex for several years. There was a lot going on, we'll just say.
It happens.
And then after, like, when we were starting to split, I, like, as much as I wanted to go out, we didn't have like an official we're done yet. So kind of waited. And once she started seeing someone, I was really relieved. And I was like, okay, good. Because I didn't want her to be alone. And I didn't want her to like see me with someone and it hurt her feelings. And it's funny. She had also said the same thing to me. She's like, I was kind of waiting to tell you because I didn't want to hurt your feelings either. I'm like,
That's
Woohoo!
hey, you both are considerate of each other's feelings. That's wonderful.
Right. So I have noticed just how much it has affected me because I am like struggling in that area. I'm shy. I'm like,
Hmm.
I feel really young and at times a little immature. It really destroyed that period of time, destroyed my confidence because I have not been like I have had sex since, but I have not really been intimate.
I see.
And
I
it's so
see.
like I don't know. I'm just really, really
Do you feel like
closed and
stunted?
shielded, and I not having physical or sexual intimacy with someone for years, in my opinion, I'm not saying this is for everyone, can
Or for you?
mess with you. It messed with me really bad. It
Hmm.
really destroyed my confidence to the point that like when a woman's interested in me, my first thought is, does she not know my past? Does she not see me on Facebook? Why is she interested in me? Like my confidence got destroyed. It's the
Hmm.
best I can say is yeah.
That's interesting. I don't feel like that's like a lot of places or a lot of minds go to. A place that minds go to when they think of like things that can affect. I don't know. I don't know. That's giving me a lot to think about.
Not being intimate with somebody. I'm not just saying like it has to be sexually, but physical intimacy of some kind. Most of us are social creatures, and it really, can play like to be blunt. I had contemplated and still on occasion contemplate looking for a sex worker
Yeah, you've mentioned that before, and
uh,
like I always say, like,
to
hey, ain't
try
no
and
thing.
shake me like out of this and get me more comfortable in myself and my body again.
Do it, do it. Let's go to Vegas. Screw Austin.
Ooh, well, or no, never mind.
Or
Um,
you're like, wait.
so, but I did find someone that may show me those sex toys on camera. So, but however, Hannah, when I come there next week, let's definitely do a short of you giving me a tour of your sex toys because I can tell you right now, once you pull them out, I'm gonna be like the total.
I feel replaced. I'm irritated and I hate you.
Why?
Cause someone else is doing it.
You only have 7. I
Okay,
need
fine.
like
Okay, fine. Yeah, that's not a lot of content. I get it. But I'm just saying, I could talk. I could talk a long time about each and every one.
okay. Well, hey, you and I will make a short together because obviously it'll make me uncomfortable.
Or we could go to a sex shop, unless you want to save
Dude,
that for a
dude,
special. Dude, that's Ethan's excited. Everyone,
dude,
dude.
Hannah and Ethan go to a sex shop. Can you call a sex shop by you and see if they'd let us come record? And
That's a really good idea or a good question to ask because I was like, why not? Then I'm like, oh, for sure. Yeah, unless you want to save it for like a special time, like your first time, you know what I mean? But I would love to pop sex shop cherry.
I've never been to a sex shop,
Oh my
so
god, can we go?
I'm gonna be like,
We'll just put a little clips in. I don't
okay,
know. We'll figure
please
it out.
call us sex shops this weekend. Let them know we host a show called The Pickup Line, where we try to normalize conversations around sex, and you would like to bring your friend with and kind of record and as we look around at stuff. Let them know we are sex positive.
Yeah. Yeah, no, absolutely. I hope I'm sure well, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Or
Uh,
I'm just going to have to buy a lot.
by the way, Hannah, we're almost to 2K subs. We're at 1,900.
Like your channel as a whole.
Yeah. I don't want to say
Hey,
my, I'd like to say our because this
I
is
know. That's why
a
I'm like, what do you mean
community.
R? I'm like, am I not realizing that? Okay. Yeah. No, that's sweet.
Yeah,
That's
it's
sweet that you say
ours.
that. Hey, thank you,
Because,
everyone.
dude, like, you are a pillar of this channel. I work with you every single week and I love it. And it's like, It's been great, and I hope we do this and continue to build not only this show but the channel, and eventually get to the 24-hour network. That's long-term goals. YFAN. Wait, Your Friendly Neighborhood News, or Your Friendly Neighborhood Network.
YFNA.
So I am, for those who don't know, in the process. Long term, I do want to have a skeptic news network where it's actually skeptics presenting the news and not using a bunch of emotional bullshit or fallacies to try and sway you a certain way. Just, hey, here's the information.
No fear-mongering.
No fear mongering.
But you should be scared.
So yeah, but what I'm doing is I found someone, I'm going to be working with him. We're developing a 10-minute weekly news segment. We'll talk about, new content creators, anything that's happened in the community, and worldly atheist news. I'm trying to get, I actually have a few people on for the board of directors to start trying to put this together. So long term, I have lots of goals. Like, I do want to be a full-time YouTuber. I mean, realistically,
wouldn't that be fucking nice?
Right. Who wouldn't want to do what they love for a living? And I've always tried to be completely transparent about that. Like, I'm doing this, like, I have another job. So imagine if I didn't have that other job,
you'd be able to dive even deeper.
Exactly. Even more shows. And I don't know if anyone has had a chance to see. Wait, fail. Why? What did I do, Hornhub?
Fall? What does that say? Fail?
No, fail.
Oh, hashtag.
What did I do?
It's probably in relation to something. You're overthinking it.
Okay. So, anyways,
because you suck, Ethan.
I lost my train of thought. Anyways, yeah, long-term goals. I want to do this full time.
I would love for you to do this full time.
Well, I would love for you to also do it full time.
I would like to do anything else full time at this point. No,
we're all doing this together, and I want everybody to be successful as well and reap the benefits too. Man, I don't feel bad. Now I want to know what I did or what I said.
I know. That's fine.
Was it because I said I wanted to start a news network? Hope that's not boring or a fail.
Fucking matter. Okay, going back to you, just totally blowing smoke up my ass. Thank you. That's very nice of you to say, because I have been feeling like garbage lately. So thank you. It feels good to be appreciated.
Okay, so full transparency, I actually can't stand when somebody says they appreciate me. Okay, so although it does have some humor to it, because one time Kenneth was on Table for Two, and we had told him to use other terminology for oral, and he said, well, she was appreciating me. So since then, I've thought of appreciate me in that way. But I don't know, it always seems so corporate buzzword, kind of fake in a way. I appreciate you. It's just ugh.
Well, that's one of those things where I'm I'd rather you just show me than tell me. I don't know. It depends. What's your love language? Some people like to just be told. Some people need to be shown.
Kathia says, the atheist I've been dying to meet for 3-4 years now. We'd love to listen to you all the time, though. No, or we'd have to listen to you all the time. So that's the thing. I don't want it to be just me on camera. That's why for this news segment, I'm getting somebody else that's not me. I'm going to be behind the scenes. I want other voices to be front and center as well. This isn't just for me. And I really just want to continue to build a community and hopefully build at some point a reliable, trustworthy news network.
Sorry.
Well, that's also why
I'm kidding.
I'm really transparent about my life. That's to me one of the biggest things for people, following you is not only showing pieces of yourself, show everything, put all your cards on the table. And that's the same with the news network. If we end up getting people who fund us, I'll be transparent about that as well. I don't want there to be any doubts that, or we have any type of, raw dealings behind the scenes, or we're taking money for, just to push on our political opinion, that won't friggin' happen.
Yeah, not very nice. And then you could change your name to your friendly neighborhood. Your ethical atheist. I don't know. It probably exists. Sorry.
So I've had 2 situations in working with other people that I had to decline. One was early on, and I was like,
don't get in trouble. Don't say names.
No, I'm not saying names.
Okay.
One, we had been working together on other projects, like DJ stuff, and they wanted this to all kind of be one thing. And I'm like, they had some ideas, and I'm like, no, like YFNA has my name on it. I'm like, I can't just put whatever on it just for like.
You have a responsibility.
I do.
I get it.
This platform is everything to me, and I don't want to be irresponsible with it. I want to be somebody people will always be able to count on to be as truthful as possible. And I'm not going to, deviate that. And there was another time this marketing company had reached out, and they're like, well, we can help you with this. They're like, well, we would need you to consult us with decisions. I'm like, nope, not happening. Like, this is my shit. And I do, I'll go to Kenneth and Kristen and be like, hey, before I say something stupid, I'll ask them, like, what are your thoughts on this? Because that's the other thing I consider now is there are people that work with me. So if I do something bad or irresponsible, unfortunately, people are going to look at them like, well, you work with this guy. So I owe them as well to be as respectful and as responsible as possible. So they can count on me and know I'm not going to lead them or anybody down a bad path.
I think anyone who gets to know you knows that you have good intentions, Ethan. I always tell you that, but I mean it. No, I know. You have a big responsibility, and it's only going to grow, to be honest, because everyone fucking loves you. But
I wouldn't say that. There are some people who don't like me. I'm
talking about people who fucking matter. Okay,
they're to give me an example, because I'm never mind. I won't even get.
We don't need to get into this. It's fine. I want to say to Gary, thank you for following me on Twitter, and I'm sorry.
For what?
My Twitter has been described as insufferable, which I completely agree.
Insufferable? Why?
I can be insufferable because, first of all, we need to change the title of this this episode to just chatting.
It's called Relationships and Whatever.
Yeah, just whatever.
Is that okay?
It's just whatever. Because I'm not a public figure, I don't see myself as one. I won't for a long time. Still not, of course not now. I just kind of, my Twitter is mine. And if okay, here's an example. Out of context one time, I won't give you the context and then I will.
I'm still listening.
Don't fucking leave me.
I just realized I left the lights on. I forgot to turn these lights off.
It's too late. We have 10 minutes left.
Well,
leave the lights on. I'm telling a story.
Sorry.
Okay. So don't fucking stop. Separation anxiety. Okay. Listen. So, for example, the things you will see on my Twitter are things like at 2 a.m., I will say, titty Kong. Doesn't matter. I don't care if anyone gets it. But if you do, I'm really happy because it made me laugh. And the reason I tweeted it is because I was playing Donkey Kong 64 and I was like, haha, Diddy Kong, more like Titty Kong. So I just tweeted Titty Kong. And that's how my Twitter is because I'm not representing anyone but myself. And I just say stupid shit. Sometimes I say insightful stuff. Sometimes I say relatable stuff. I think
and sometimes you just rainbow barf, which is okay because I do that too. There are times I actually post stuff on Facebook before I'll go on Twitter because once you post it on Twitter, you're done. Facebook, there's the edit function. You can change it back to only me. Because there are times where I I kind of, unfortunately, I have the impulsive side of ADHD. And when I want to get
Me
something out, I
too.
have to get it out right then and there. You know, as you described it, I have to do this right now or I'm going to die. And that's what'll happen. Like, if I don't post that Facebook status, my life's over. It has to go up right now. And I will sometimes misspeak. And I'm like, it's not until, a few comments where I'm like, wow, that wasn't worded the way I thought it should word it. But fortunately, people in most cases know I'm kind of aloof and I'm trying. And usually they give me the benefit of the doubt that I was not trying to be a fucking asshole or anything.
That's nice. I mean, there's always like intent versus
Yes.
whatever the other thing is. But I forget I keep hitting my mic tonight.
I think Hannah's Twitter is hilarious too.
Thank you. Honestly, being told I'm funny is the best compliment in the world.
I actually agreed. I hold back a lot of my humor just because I don't always know how it's going to land, especially when I could get away with like dirtier or more offensive jokes when I'm like face to face with someone. But if I write that same joke out, totally different. It really, and that's the same with like debating people. There are times I'll say something, like I'll write it out a Facebook reply and they get pissed because they're not like seeing my, I guess, the way I'm saying it or my tone.
Yeah, I get it.
And that's why I prefer talking to someone. Like I'll be like, hey, can I send you a voice message? Because that usually breaks up any confusion.
See, my problem is like my humor is just really stupid. Like I don't know how to describe my humor. It's just my humor is broken. It's like not that I'm trying to make sexy or dirty jokes or like offensive jokes. It's just like they're like it's almost like they're just like so unfunny that they're funny.
They're cheesy.
No, not cheesy. When we hang out, I'm just gonna sit you down and be like, here are some things that I find are funny. Do I scare you now? Because that's
I have a feeling your humor and my humor will align perfectly.
I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Like my deep rooted, like the essence of who I am humor. Like I show Thomas things all the time. I'll just be like laughing my ass off and he looks over and he's just like, what's wrong with you?
Same. My close friend and I send each other some messed up stuff. I think dark humor arises.
But it's not even dark. It's just fucking stupid.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that'll happen too.
Dark, yes. I also have dark humor. But for the most part, it's like, you'll see. When you hang out with me, you're going to get like a whole different side of me. And I'm just so excited.
So am I. And the same to you. And I'm telling you, I'm going to be probably really nervous at first. And you're going to be like poking me and I'm just going to be like, yep, okay.
I'm really good at making people feel not nervous. It's like a weird gift I have. So
same.
Well, then what the fuck? God.
I real quick. So Kathia, the one I said like an atheist I've wanted to meet for a long time ago. She was like my first atheist friend on Facebook. And we were like getting a small group of us together one night. And it was the fucking night I had a seizure. And it was still during like my, like when I was like,
all that.
Yeah, all that. So
all that.
Yeah. We started the Chicago Atheist Community Facebook page.
What? Hiccup. What?
Yeah. So even if you're not from Chicago, you're welcome to join the Chicago Atheist Facebook page. Hey, join the Pickup Line Facebook page and Your Friendly Neighborhood Atheist Facebook page. Oh, and Hannah, I forgot to tell you, what we got to start doing? 10-minute after shows on Discord. We don't have to do it tonight, but I did it after the Perspective Tuesday night and it went really well. A lot of people were happy to get to interact. It's, more personal and great for community building. So if
more personal than this?
Well, yeah, because everyone else gets to talk to us. They get to join the voice chat.
I would love that. There's some people in here that I'm genuinely like, damn, I would chill with them.
So yeah, if we could, starting next Thursday, let's start doing like a 15-minute
yeah everybody. So yeah, next week. So in the meantime, figure out how to Discord, because I have a hard time with that sometimes.
You better be on the YFNA Discord.
I'm
going to be so disappointed in you. If
I
you're
use
not.
Discord sometimes, but it's just like it's so much.
It
like,
is
it's so much. It's like
it is.
Where am I supposed to post, and where am I hearing the people talking from? And am I allowed to post in here? No, I don't have permission. Okay, go so find here. Oh, I'm not allowed to post about that in here. Blah, blah. Normally, I just like go like, hey, is anyone playing this game? And then like we like scream to each other. That's about it.
So if you're watching on YouTube, click the link to join the YFNA Discord. Hannah, I'm going to put it in the private chat so you don't forget. If you could go ahead and join that.
I think I'm in it.
Next Thursday.
Super Smash Bros.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing we got. Once I move, I have more free time to play Smash Brothers again. So we need to get back to our weekly Smash. If you're down, Hannah.
I know you're always like, you want to play, and I'm like, nah.
You're a terrible friend.
I just like sometimes I just don't fucking feel like it. But Cooper, no, I would like to start doing that again. I need to like. I've been having, work sucks. I need to do fun stuff. I need to prioritize fun. I need to stop hitting my fucking mic. I need to prioritize.
I hope you have like some fun stuff for us to do. Granted, I don't know how much free time I'm going to have. I'm meeting with, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm meeting with, well, never mind. I'm not going to say who I'm meeting with. You'll just have to wait and see the pictures. I'm just very excited. But also I'm going to, I spoke to V. I'll get to meet V. Hopefully, I'm assuming I'll get to meet Eric.
Okay, what's going to happen is you're going to come over to my house and you will see Jenna, V, Eric, Thomas, Drew, Taylor. That's
going to be so cool, dude.
That's who we hang out with. We already have it planned. We're going to do something fun. I don't even, okay. We're going to hang out.
You. Dude, I can't wait, man. And I want to get lots of pictures and video of us all hanging out.
And then I'm going to take you to a sex shop.
Yes!
And make you turn red as a tomato.
That will be as, like, I don't know if you all saw, but one of our second episode together, I think it was second, where we had Dr. Ray, or maybe third. And it took me like 5 minutes just to say the word masturbate.
You're like,
it's sad.
Masturbate.
I was like, yeah. I used to not even be able to admit that. It was, you're ashamed to say it.
Fucking masturbate. I love being miserable. No, some people don't masturbate, and that's fine. But if you want to masturbate, do it.
More power to you.
In an appropriate setting.
And then also, Cooper Gates said sensory overload on Discord. I agree. It's very clunky and kind of annoying.
Yeah,
so for those who may have not seen The Hot Seat the other night, it was the new show. I started with V La Bianca, and our first two guests were Shannon Q and Kenneth Leonard. And what they did is we had 3 topics that they debated while eating progressively hotter wings. Yes, we did get the format from another show, but ours was actually really fun. I am honestly, it's one of the best shows ever been a part of. Like, V was amazing. There was so much laughter, and it, to me, was an excellent show for community building. So that and the pickup line, like, these are really the shows I absolutely love, because I think it shows a different side of the community. There are other great channels that
I heard a little tiny cough. Sorry.
It's okay. It's so cute, isn't it? There are channels that are great for breaking down philosophy and epistemology and diving into science, but I want to be a more community-driven channel where people can, I don't want to say turn their brains off, but some atheist content can get you heated because it's a lot of difficult and complicated topics that often involve the impression of other people. And I want to focus on the lighter side and make sure people are having fun and they're provided some form of entertainment, because I think we need more atheist and skeptic geared entertainment, a place where you can go with like-minded people and just have a good time.
And realize that we're all just like normal ass people.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. We're the neighborhood. I'm going to write you a theme song.
I've always wanted like the Mr. Rogers type theme.
You are
It's a
Mr.
beautiful
fucking
day.
Rogers.
The
You're
Mr.
atheist.
Rogers of atheism. That's what I want to be.
Yeah. All right, I want to go to
wait,
bed.
Wait, Hannah, the show still has 5 more minutes to go.
No, it
Remember,
doesn't. It's 10
we
o'clock.
started late.
Fuck.
What are you
I love
doing?
you guys so much, but I'm like, all right, bye.
Yeah, I know. Like, what the F? It's okay, Hannah. We can go.
Sick. No, we can stay for 5 minutes. I love you guys.
Well, in the meantime, let me go ahead and thank the top tier patrons. Cindy PLAZA, Kenneth Leonard, Kathy Letto, JumpandShoot, Oz, Secular Rarity, Chianti and Fava Beans, Philip Leitch, Kaitlyn Beyond, Toast, Richard Gilliver, Sunset Sarge. All of you are awesome. Also, next Thursday on Ask an Atheist, I'm pretty excited. Wow, how did I just forget her last name? That's absolutely terrible. Give me
dare you?
Yeah, give me one moment. It's hang on.
That's
Katie Stewart, the associate, because her position is the associate producer of the ACA. I asked her to get in front of the camera and do an interview, so I'm pretty excited. Then every Thursday, Hannah, I don't know if we know our topic for next week yet. Sunday is the show on mental health with Jenna Belk. That's Sunday at 11 a.m. It's going to be mental health and losing your companion, pet. And then every Tuesday, I know when the day comes that Bandaid, and I hope it's not for a long time, but I will be absolutely destroyed. Because for me,
go there. I just looked at my dog's bed. I'm like, where is she?
Dude, Bandaid is like when I was moving out of the house with my partner and I was packed. My stuff was in the car, and all I had was my cat. And I was just bawling my eyes out, like starting my life over, just crying as I'm driving here.
Band-Aid.
And I'm like, all I have right now is Bandaid. And that's why, like, I don't know, he's really the final nail in the coffin of our relationship, which obviously, if it was, there was already plenty of problems if it came down to the cat.
It's never the thing that like finally ends it is never the reason.
Right.
It's like always the trivial shit.
Bandaid basically viciously attacked her, and it came down to the cat or her. And I knew the relationship was already going downhill, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm keeping my cat. And it didn't go over well.
I dated a guy who didn't like Mozzie. Fucking idiot.
Let me get Bandaid right now because he looks so cute.
Mozzie's with Thomas right now. Yeah, I got Mozzie after my childhood dog passed, like a couple years after. And I told myself I'd never get a dog again because losing one was too hard. And then I just found Mozzie in Mexico walking down the street. And she found me and she followed me, and that was it. She's my girl.
Aw, this is my little boy, my baby.
It's a really pretty cat. I don't know if I've ever told you, but it's really pretty.
He's like, what are you doing to me right now, Dad? This is unacceptable.
I need to go get my.
But seriously, like he's my baby, and he was
He knows it. He knows it.
Yeah, he's
That's not a cat. That's a parrot on your shoulder.
Yeah, he's so cute when he does that though.
He's like, where the fuck am I?
It's funny how much that was actually my biggest fear in moving. Was I was actually a little worried about my nephew because Bandaid was aggressive. Like he would bite, he would snap. He really messed up my axe.
He doesn't like girls, does he?
So we'll get to that in a second.
Sorry, I'm gonna mute myself while you talk.
He clearly did not like her, despite being us having him since he was a baby. He would attack her. He'd hiss at her constantly. He used to be a very aggressive cat. And I was scared. Like when I moved here, I set up all these rules with my brothers and nephew. I'm like, you be careful, you stay away. And like, even my family was like, if he bites your nephew, he needs to be put down. Like they were already reserved about it. Yeah. And I'm like, dude, I'll go live in the car until I can find a place. My cat's not going anywhere.
Mhm.
So he changed though. Like now he like lays in between my legs. He goes up. He laid with my nephew the other day. I was
Aw.
like he's not the same cat. And it just took so much love and patience to get him to be, well, the Bandaid he is today. So I am, to be honest, I'm excited about the move in the sense he'll have like a more running room, but I'm also scared because I
It'll be a
don't know how
change.
he's
He'll
going to
adjust.
react.
Yeah. He might be a little freaked out, a little spooked, but you know, cats are cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a dog person, but I love my cat. Cats are cool. I love all animals.
Yeah. I'm more of a cat person than a dog person, that's for sure.
Weirdo.
Anyways, thank you for everyone watching. Hannah, thanks for toughing this out. Again, next week when you see me, or when we do the pickup line next week, you're going to see something very different. On the plus side, because I'll be on a carpeted floor, the audio should improve and there'll be a lot less background noise. I won't have to be quiet as much. But man, I do apologize to everyone watching. I am going to be disorientated. I am bad with change. So
disoriented.
But awesome. Thanks everyone.
This is a good change for you. We'll be fine.
I'm gonna miss him so much.
I know.
He's my little baby. All right.
You'll see him soon.
All right. Anyway, I was about to say, thank you, Hannah. And thank you to everyone watching for putting up with us and our, randomness of the show and what we do. We really appreciate it. No, we are not your typical atheist YouTubers, but hopefully we're YouTubers you still enjoy.
Hey, if you had nothing better to do, we hope we at least kept you company.
Yeah.
I know how that can be. So bye,
right.
guys.
Bye. Your walk? Yeah.